This is Guke Workshop's AI agent Femella C3 transparent version. She's a 1/12 action figure who seems to be a servant or a maid. It's interesting because her box is really small and really light. But the figure herself is actually 17 centimeters tall, so how does that work? I was a little bit confused because I was expecting a bigger package. But anyway, shout out to Bombusbee for sending this over and for the immaculate packaging. I will have their site linked below in case you want to grab one or check out some other figures. There is a solid skin version as well. You can see that she's packed in quite an interesting and unique way. I suppose that explains the size of the box. I can't really get over how light it is. In that aspect, doesn't really feel like you're getting a lot. But let's see if she's worth it. Out of the box, she has some stuff. This kind of looks like a pin thing, however it's not a pin, it's a magnet. Pretty detailed instructions. We'll take a look at these later on. She's just got one simple tray, you can see everything she has. Getting her out of the tray, she still doesn't feel very substantial. I mean, if we want to be objective about it, I guess she looks pretty cool. She's got some silver and transparent bits and some red accents here and there. When you unfold her, I suppose, you can see she's actually pretty tall. Once you get over her actually being super light in hand, which I know I've mentioned multiple times, but I'm still not used to it yet, she's actually pretty cool. Like, details and everything are quite neat. I would say overall she is quite sturdy as well, doesn't really fall apart or anything like that. Besides maybe some bits on her head, but it doesn't really matter too much. It's kind of one of those figures where if you like it, then you like it. Kind of like that furry fox, right? So for her transparent parts, she has some soft bits as well. Pretty much all the bits around her shoulders and neck. I guess her chest is kind of squishy, but don't expect too much. Midsection and torso, also soft. And the bits around her hips and things like that. Arms and legs are just regular hard plastic. For accessories, first up we're going back to this not pin thing. This is actually her stand. She does have magnets at the bottom of her feet. They are strong enough to hold her upside down if you use both of them. But you can also just bounce her. Instructions, pretty comprehensive, so here you go, just in case. She has a little sticker sheet which you're meant to stick on the back of her head. For faces, she's got 2 total, however you can still do some swaps and stuff. On by default, she just has her cyborg AI robot head. You can swap this for the more humanoid head. With both of these, you can pull out the little bit at the top. Then you can give her a little hairpiece. Hair is transparent and a little bit soft. Personally, I think my favorite look is with the robot head and the hair. Both of these faces do have articulated eyes. You can move them using this tiny little stick thing. Compared to other figures with articulated eyes, I think this one is a little bit hard to move. So just be careful with it, I guess. You can do an eye swap by carefully poking out the eyes and just swapping them over. Adds even more playability. She's also got 3 pairs of hands total. She's got a regular pair of, I guess, relaxed hands. She's got a pair of somewhat grabby kind of hands. And then finally she's got holdy hands. Not a whole bunch, but I think they all look pretty good. She does have some weapons and stuff. So she's got 3 transparent blades of varying lengths, and she's also got 2 handles of different lengths. Here's the shortest combination with the longest combination. And here's the middle blade. You can have her dual wielding and whatever you like. Do be careful with these though, because they are quite thin. Wouldn't want to break them while swapping them around. So she doesn't come with a lot, does she? What do you reckon, worth grabbing or not? For articulation, head moves well. Her soft plastic bits will kind of move and stretch along with how you move her head. I think it feels sturdy enough, wouldn't really have to worry about the plastic. wibbly wobbly. Arms raised to the sides. There's some shoulder action going on there. Arms have pretty good range. They can reach all the way over. She's got double jointed elbows. Arms raise up. Got some bicep rotation. As you can see, pretty much everything moves. Hand movement, pretty standard stuff. You can see the torso joint there, so she'll pretty much bend in every which way. Side tilts. Rotation. And forwards and backwards. Legs raised to the sides. Good upwards and backwards kick. Got some rotation in the thigh and stuff. Double jointed knees. Some more rotation here and there. Foot movement, pretty standard with a toe hinge. So from how she was packaged, and as you can imagine, she can probably get into some decent poses. For height, again, she's about 17 centimeters or 6.7 inches. That is pretty damn tall compared to everyone else. However, doesn't really matter too much, does it? She still kind of fits in with everyone else. It doesn't really matter too much if you have her displayed on the shelf. However, when you have her in hand, it would have been nice for her to feel a little bit more substantial. Maybe some like metal or alloy joints and stuff like that would have helped. But I'm quite curious in how the solid version will look. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.